Luis family back in Cuba when possible. Careful with his money, unlike so many in this game. Just bought his first house. Nothing too elaborate, but comfortable. Married with. And take a peek in on Joel Casamayor is actually outside the dressing room doors. There he is doing a little shadow boxing. You get a glimpse there on the left of Joe Goosen, his trainer. From nearby Miami Lakes is Joel Casamayor, originally from Guantanamo, Cuba. So he'll have the crowd behind him here. Big Cuban population. Of course, fighting here in his own backyard. 25-0, 15 knockouts. Won the gold medal at the '92 Barcelona Olympics. Probably would have won it again in Atlanta in '96, but he decided to leave his native Cuba, leave his family, very difficult, and come here.
Dropping him to the seat of his pants. He's so quick and accurate, it's almost impossible to avoid.
For other people, he's a challenge, but not for me.
Of multiple punches, and the referee has to come in and stop this fight. Respect from him, you got to give him something to worry about and hurt him. This is something that has to.
San Antonio, Texas. This guy, the champion, South.
He's on his heels and close.
Let's size him up. The son behind him there. He's got years older than Morales. The height nearly even. Same for the reach. At yesterday's weigh-in, Casamayor right on the money. Please welcome. 22 bouts.
Jab. If he can find the right and reach advantage, it'd be nice.
Sleeve. Oh, he'll be touched. Casamayor in the white trunks. The flag of America. Outside, not a big puncher. Probably has. It's not going to be. Just look at the last fight with Edwin Santana. That went the distance in a similar. Morales comes off his best fight, his most important fight. More experience, although Contreras took the fight on late notice.
What consistently took him deep, worked him.
KO in June, controlled the fight and landed.
Talked about the fact too that if he couldn't get in southpaw style, that he would switch to southpaw himself and see if jabbing from the right side would help him.
Fast nuisance southpaw, moving, punching, out, elusive, smooth, superb. Tremendous speed, quickness, reflexes. Knows how to put the combinations together. Of Casamayor's 15 knockouts in the first, in case you're wondering, like fashion.
So Morales is doing herky-jerky movements, whereas Casamayor is very slow, economical, and wastes nothing. Very important if this fight gets deep.
First and foremost, looking to stay busy on top of Casamayor. Box go to the body. Two different voices. And the ears of Joe, for those who don't speak Espanol.
You know, an excellent argument can be made that Morales actually won the first round, but he landed maybe a couple more, and for the most part, badly. Casamayor just takes his time watching his opponent. Now he's going to start to step it up and work that straight left hand. You watch it.
Casamayor, who's never been down, he's been stunned. Morales never down. 80 amateur victories. Jean Quambec. This is fourth defense, 25-0, 15 knockouts, 3-0 in world title bouts.
You saw Morales complain to the referee.
Morales 17-5, 4 knockouts, his highest rating, number 14 WBA.
Casamayor starting to get the timing down with the straight left hand. You watch it.
In Philadelphia, Mississippi, in the title.
In trouble. Didn't know that he was going to actually last the fight, but to his credit, Santana was a.
From time to time, we'll switch to south.
Yeah, he did that briefly earlier for a split second, but didn't throw any punches.
Morales winging away. Says, come on.
Well, Casamayor ducked and came up, and Morales came.
Spun around there and off balance. Casamayor digging in now. Morales nodding his head in approval. And the chance of Cuba.
Casamayor comes down and comes up. Again, Morales has his hands down and just comes in with his head face out, jabs. Little, and something that's probably going to be a problem all day. There's another headbutt. Comes
the corner of Morales said, hey, I know it's a tough fight, but one of the top fight.
Nice left hook to the body by Morales. He's so back. He negates all.
In light of those headwords, guys fight clean. And most of that directed towards Casamayor to do anything.
Head. He's second.
Joe Casamayor, the right jab. Tremendous speed. But he is not a fast starter. It's by Casamayor. Keeps pressing forward as the chance of Cuba once again. Ring out from the Miami area.
Nice beautiful counter right hook there over.
Hands up! Hands up!
The jab behind the power punch, the left.
And Morales walked into both of them.
Defensive maneuvering by Morales.
He ducked on his feet. You learn from your mistakes.
Oh, yeah. For the bell, round 3. Had two using Freitas of a hairline fracture to the right hand of that first fight. We'll have to wait on that. To get together in early 2002, so plenty of time to heal for Freitas. Morales up on his toes. Casamayor aggressive, coming forward. Morales has gotten through with a couple of punches.
Cleaner and cleaner by more space.
Up that beautiful right jab of Casamayor, but having difficulty dealing with it.
Jab, which he came out with, and I thought he just outworked Casamayor a little bit. Feeling out since then, he's been all part of every round, but almost picks it up. He's a slow starter.
Little low there for Casamayor. Bring those punches up. Yeah, Casamayor more and more becomes a starter, but a pretty good finisher. Very tough to pull it off in reality. He said he would try to make Casamayor down, but it's not the case.
Moment of the fight, that's different.
Oh, yeah. Going to jump on Morales, who's playing around a little bit. He says, all right, Joe, bring it on.
Now, you've seen
the third time we've seen him do it tonight, but it doesn't seem to be confusing Casamayor much. Morales
tauntingly animated toward the end of the shaking his head, and a couple of punches exchanged. A little attitude adjustment going on in there. A little machismo game.
And it's round 5, scheduled for 12 for the WBA. That was started back in the 1920s for fighters who were too heavy for featherweight, too light for lightweight. It was created in New York. Time greats Johnny Dundee. Boza Edwards, Bazooka. Take a look.
More shots, more!
Referee saying don't do that. Morales, things getting a little on the roughhouse side from time to time with the headbutting and some low blows. And
one of the things that's just so sweet about watching Casamayor, he comes in, he takes his time, he never gets overly excited. He steps it up when he wants to, he boxes when he wants to, never gets emotional about anything, just business as usual. Beautiful to watch.
Today, about 20 years after the so-called Golden Earsmatic, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Marcelino Freitas. Steve Forbes, who won earlier tonight over John Brown in the rematch, has 1 loss, 20 wins. Featherweight, he was honored earlier by our ring announcer Ronnie Duncan, the great Sandy Sadler, who time Willie Pep. And Sadler, a lot of people feel that Sandy Sadler, if he were in his prime today, would wipe out everybody at super featherweight now.
Sandy Sadler, Foster, tall, lean.
Final seconds, round 5. And again, Morales switching to southpaw and says, bring it on, Casamayor. Landed with a straight left and a good approach with Bobs to fight.
Now we have some headbutts a little later in round. Once again, round 2, full of headbutts. And then
often a slow underdog, but he's been hanging in there tough.
He's been taking some nice punches. I think that's yet to come. Again, can sting you with his.
A sharp slashing puncher. But sometimes it's a slow fight for Casamayor. With Edwin Santana, with Garcia, Radford Bees.
Straight left and uppercut, nothing.
By Casamayor, by the elbows and arms.
Casamayor seems to be taking his time quite a bit, Steve. He's just really taking his time.
A little more so than usual, perhaps.
I mean, it kind of face. There's some extra things. Maybe
left hand to the head by Casamayor, but it only came through with the right hand there. Wild left hook, Morales. And once again, the chance of Cuba in support of Casamayor. 15 recently hit the 30 mark. Morales set the class of Casamayor, rated number 14 by the WBA. His first world title shot, 3 years younger than Casamayor, but he's holding his own against one of the top fighters in the world.
And you notice every time Casamayor lands a good combination, Morales nods at him as if to say, yeah, okay, you hit me, I hear you, I'm still here. Kind of comical, but I understand it.
In almost taunting fashion. Here's Casamayor opening up. Morales' counter punches are being blocked. Casamayor getting the better of these exchanges.
Casamayor, nice body work. Here we see him again as a southpaw. A little more effective as a southpaw. A little shimmy or Mr. Bojangles dance from the waist up and flush. But Casamayor starts to come back and get a little more intentional with his bombs. There you see a beautiful left uppercut snapping the head. And again, a straight left hand down the middle.
Has one of the best, if not a couple of fights as well with Santana. Roberto.
Always have to repeat this. Certain styles make better fights. Garcia is tall, range awkward. Maybe a little tougher, I'm not sure. But you see him all the answer for him immediately. Casamayor, though, he's one of the best fights, still remains to be seen.
WWF tactics there momentarily by Morales, who tried to tonight that he can't take him out.
Again, Casamayor's hit him with some very good left hands, 2-3 in a row, some right uppercuts and hooks as well. He's decided, hey, I want to be here too, I want to get my pound of
case for 3 fights in a row. Edwin Santana, now to Garcia, he took to the 9th to fight.
Offensive machine. He has a bomb right hand, a good left hook. Garcia went undefeated for many years. Great fighter.
It just makes you wonder. Would you like to see more of a sense of urgency out of Casamayor? Would you like to see a dramatic emphasis and gets the crowd going?
And Morales pulled like he was staggered and dove in with a punch of his own.
He continues to sort of make fun of Casamayor here.
For me, my style, my thought process, yes, I'd love to see him step it up, pick it up, and make a statement, but that's not necessarily the game plan.
All right. There is blood on Morales' brow, I believe the right side. All over the face of Morales now. Not sure if it was a punch or a headbutt. There's that hurt.
Morales coming in as a southpaw. Kind of a little later, he gets hit with a nice left hand, right hook, down the middle, and he does his little shimmy, his little.
Really factor in here. Close look at the face of Morales. Casamayor has controlled the fight, but Morales showing toughness.
And you notice he's economically doesn't mainly.
Well, Steve, as you mentioned, they cannot stop the. It is a problem. It is dripping directly up and over to the right eye.
Jim, Casamayor surgically taking the face like a shark seeing blood.
There's definitely no quit in Morales. He's shown that he does a little dance for the crowd to let him know he's okay, whether he's hurt or not.
In defeat, his stock will go up. Left hand followed by a right. The head of by Joe Morales. Better. It's not smudged all over his face, but
you're going to go 4 more rounds? I don't think so.
Oh, they're waving it up. Mark Gordon said,
Morales taking pot shots at the eye, just pecking, coming in, no saving. And it was very, very bloody. As he got close to us, you could see how big that cut was. Just before the stoppage, sense of urgency ever, and like zeroing in on that eye and cutting it out.
And no argument from Morales.
And eventually the ref